I forgot to put my pillow in the pillowcase when I washed my sheets the other day. Oh. Let me get that before it start a fire. Definitely forgot to press pause. Let me get my lights together. Hold on. Hi everyone, I am just Shawnee, and just a quick reminder, join the membership. Did y'all see? I know y'all watched it. That last video about the people going to jail. If you're on my live Saturday at the family reunion, you understand why my brain was on people going to jail. Like, you know, the messed up stuff that happened. Like, it was just, what? So freaking crazy. I still can't believe it. I think it's today, actually. I think the funeral is today. But anyway, let's go in.
I wasn't never planning on telling this story, but I'm gonna tell y'all. So this was like a few years ago. I had met this guy at a lounge, like a local lounge that people used to go to, like 35 and up, like real chill place. Like, it's still out here actually. But anyway, so we, talk, exchange numbers or whatever. He asked me if I wanted to go out on a date. At this time, I really wasn't really dating, but I guess I was like open to it or whatever. So he was like a truck driver, so we ended up setting up a date for like, I don't know, the next week or something, right? So for anybody that knows North Carolina, we went to Kickback Jacks. It's just like a regular sports bar, kind of large. People, it's pretty popular, but food not that expensive, drinks not that expensive, whatever, right? So obviously, like, I came with my own money and everything, but I met him there. Like, we had a good conversation. We were just like having a good time, having a kiki, right? So I'm the type of person, if I'm going on a date, I'm gonna bring my own money, but I don't offer it no more. Like, I used to offer, but dudes told me to stop doing it, so I stopped doing it, right? But yeah, so check come, he pays for everything, whatever. Mind you, I looked at the bill because I wanted to know how much my money cost, my food cost. It was like $30, $35, something like that, right? All right, bet. So it's probably like, I say like 9 o'clock, and he's asking me like, what are you gonna do after? And I was like, I don't know, I might go to like the lounge we met at, or I'm gonna go home. Like, I'm not really sure. So I asked him, what he was gonna do, and he was like, he was gonna go to the grocery store because he had like to leave the next morning or whatever. And it was Sunday, and I was like, all right, but I think I told him like I would let him know if I was going there. I can't remember that part, but anyway, so he ended up calling me like a little bit later. So I did end up deciding to go to the lounge or whatever, and my friend, my male friend, was gonna meet me out there, cause he just wants to go, whatever. He never really had went before, but he just wants to go this day. All right, so he calls me, right, and I'm in the car. I'm like almost at the place, like literally around the corner. And I'm telling him I'm about to go to the spot. Like, I decided to go. Like, I'm 5 minutes away. I'm like, what you doing? He was like, oh, I'm at the grocery store. Like, I'm just getting some stuff. Like, I'm getting this, that. He, like, named some things or whatever. Just saying, like, he was ready to go the next day. He had to get ready and all that. Okay, so he, like, running me down the list, everything he got to get, whatever. All right, so I tell him, well, all right, bet. Like, I'm finna walk in. Like, I'll talk to you later. He's like, all right, bet. Tell me why I walk in there, and as soon as you walk in, it like opens up. Like, the bar is on the right, the seating is on the left. Tell me why this man's standing at the bar with a beer, and he's just looking at the door. Like, now I'm thinking about it, it looked like he was waiting for me to come in there. So you know what I did? I proceeded to walk in and walk right by him and go in the bathroom. Like, no, I'm not finna acknowledge you. I'm not about to say hey to you or nothing. Like, you just got off the phone with me and said you was at the grocery store. Like, I'm not understanding why you would do that. Like, why wouldn't you just say you was at the place that I was about to go to, that we talked about me going to earlier? So I go in the bathroom. Mind you, he don't say nothing to me either. So I go in the bathroom and I call my friend that's supposed to meet me, and I'm like, yo, this dude is like that I just went on the date with, like, he's up here. Like, it's weird. He didn't say he was coming up here. Like, not that he has to tell me, but you just straight up lied on the phone. Like, so my friend don't really say nothing, but I'm just like letting him know. I'm just letting him know, like, I just want to date with this dude. Because I'm thinking, like, okay, well, when I come out the bathroom, like, he probably going to want to hang out with me or whatever, right? Or maybe we can, like, oh, it's fancy meeting you here, even though it's, like, weird. But that's what I'm thinking. So I just wanted my friend to know. Not to tell him not to come or nothing like that. So I come out the bathroom. It was kind of like a lot of people there. So I ended up finding me, like, a table to sit at. And my friend ended up coming like a couple minutes later, which was like ironic because he's always late for stuff as far as going out. But anyway, so he comes to sit down with me. We're talking. I'm like giving him a rundown of like the day and like, you know, him being weird because he had kind of like kept walking by the table. So there was another guy that was there that he came to sit down because he just needed a seat. Like, it was not no seating or whatever, right? So whatever. So me and my friend talking. This man gonna come over to the table and was like addressing my friend, talking about like, hey bro, like what's up? Like, he's talking to me and he's telling him like, oh, you know, we just went on a date earlier today. And my friend is just like, yeah, like, cause I done told him everything, like, but the fact you feel like you need to say that, all right, cool, even though you not even supposed to be here. He's hovering the table, like at some point he sits down and he's just like asking my friend like what y'all got going on, and my friend is just like nothing, like we literally just come here sometimes. And he was like being rude, but he was not like doing too much like the guy that I went on a date with. So then he's like, oh, well, since we went out earlier, you need to buy me a beer. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm just gonna buy it because, like, you're being weird. And what, the beer was like $5? All right, so I go buy him a beer. I go sit, you know, go to the bar with him, buy him a beer or whatever. He drank the beer, whatever. He come back to the table. He's still, like, trying to get information out of my friend. He keep on saying, like, we went on a date earlier. Then he said, oh, so you tried to play me. You thought you was going to go out with me and then you going to go home with him, huh? Like, he's just saying this in front of us. And I'm like, no, I'm not even turning up on him like how I normally would do. I'm just like, no. But at some point, I was like, yeah, you're going to stop talking to my friend like that because, like, first of all, you're not even supposed to be here. Like, what is going on? You're not finna make my friend feel uncomfortable. So then the dude that I went on a date with, he go outside for a little bit. He comes back. The dude just like goes off on this whole thing about how I'm trying to play him. Like, he sends me a text basically saying like how I'm trying to play him, and he think that I think that he's stupid. I think that he's dumb. I think that he don't know what's going on or how it go. And I'm just like, dude, we went on one date, and literally, if you would have said you wanted to come here, I would have been like, yo, let's go. You the one said you was going to the grocery store because you had to get up and go on a truck in the morning. Mind you, we did go to a movie before that too. I forgot about that. We went to the movie and we went to the restaurant. So then he's like, oh, I think he left it by this point when he was texting me. And he was like, oh yeah, like, I want my money back. And I'm like, you want your $35 back for that? Like, for real? And me, I'm the type person, like, that ain't never happened to me before. Like, I ain't never had nobody ask me for the money back. But I was going to give it to him because I'm like, baby, that don't, $35, $45, whatever, however much it was, it's not going to hurt me. I was willing to pay it at the thing. Now, did I mention that to him? No. But if you want your money back, baby, you can have it. But then my male friend was like, no, you're not giving him nothing back. The way he done acted in here and done did all that, and y'all went on one date, you're not giving him nothing back. And I was like, oh. So mind you, obviously, like, me and him is, like, not ever gonna go out no more, which is crazy because I thought he was cool. He was, like, nice looking. He was a little older. He was probably, like, 40 something. I was probably, like, 30 at the time. But I was, he seemed like to be a nice dude. Like, I had seen him before, but hadn't really, like, had a conversation with him. But when we went out and really sat down, I was like, oh, yeah, like, he's mad cool. Like, I could really, like, get to know him. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, my friend was like, "You're not giving him nothing back." So then he like texts me. He started texting me every day. Like, I want my money back. Like, just to let you know, like, I'm finna come by your work. Cause you know how when you getting to know somebody and you tell them where you work at. So I had told him where I worked at, and it was like in the city I'm in. It's like a very specific place. It's only like one of them. So he was like, I'm gonna come to your work. I'm gonna get my money back regardless. Like, regardless of the fact, I'm gonna get my money back. So I didn't start telling my coworkers, like, if you need to see somebody that look like this, like, let me know or something. Cause like, this dude keeps saying he gonna come to my job, like, and get this $35. He did this for probably like 2 weeks. Like, I don't know. I never seen him come up to the job. I don't know if he did come up there and maybe like he was stopped. I don't know. But this man texts me every day for 2 weeks talking about, you're gonna give me my money back. If you don't give me my money back, I'm gonna do this. Don't make me come to your job. I have to hurt you. All this and that. For $35, because when I went to this spot that I was at, he was already there and assumed that because my male friend came there, that I was trying to play him and I was gonna go home with him. That's what he kept saying. Oh, you're finna go home with him. Like, you're trying to play me. What? Sir, no. Even if I was gonna do that, that's my business. But I don't even get down like that. That's my friend. I don't even do stuff like that. I barely even go out on dates. Like, I went on this one with you. I hadn't been on a date in probably a long time before that. And that hit me, like, not dating for a long time. Because I was like, yeah, nah. Y'all be out here doing too much. I never been on no date where no man was asking me to pay. Or when I have tried to, they've always said, don't do that. And if you go on a date again, don't do that no more. Like, men have been the one that told me not to do that. They're like, I get why you're doing it. I understand. I appreciate it. But don't do that. So yeah, that's my story time. Please tell me what y'all think. I don't know if he gonna see this or not. I don't know where he's at. But yeah, that's like one of my craziest dating stories. This man was not playing about that 35.
Now, first of all, North Carolina, go ahead, stand up, take your shirt off. So right your head, they're like my light. My pride was too strong, you guys. North Carolina pride. But no, friend. I know about kickback jacks. I used to have a kickback jack right beside walking distance from my old apartment. The first time I went to kickback jacks was for a date, I think. And I didn't go. It was a booty call. And don't nobody show up to my house empty-handed for no booty call. Like, if I'm about to feed you, you better feed me, honey. So she had went to the Kickback Jacks and brought food, and girl, fell in love. I don't know if it was because I was hot, because you know I was, or if I was hungry after the fact. Did I eat beforehand? I feel like I ate beforehand. I don't know if I was just hungry, but it was so mother freaking good. I fell in love. I couldn't get that same experience. And the other time after I went, I don't know what happened. I guess it was just that one time the food was really good. But every other time, or was it an inside date, girl? Girl, how I not remember? But no, we know, North Carolinians know. I don't know what it is with us North Carolinian females. Not me, I'm not even including myself in this. But you always hooking up with truck drivers, and you know it's just a hookup because you know truck drivers are hoes. They come through North Carolina looking. They be all up on the apps. You know they hoes. You know they is not faithful. You know they just there for a booty call. My friend used to freak with this truck driver. I got to see inside his truck. And there's a lot of truck drivers I used to know just because of, you know, my job. And I was all up in his truck like, okay, because when she said he went and got groceries, I was like, is there a fridge in there? But how big it is? Oh, I used to talk to this, well, not talk to her, like we were friends, and she was a truck driver. I think she still is a truck driver. And she would show me inside her truck, because, you know, they would live inside. Girl, what? The moment I walked up in there and saw him in there, I would have walked up straight into him and be like, so we lying now? Okay, noted. And walked away and never talked to him again. Because why are we lying about something so small, like you ain't gotta lie about this. If you here, I already told you I'm gonna be here. What is this? A surprise? It ain't my birthday. Why are we lying about this? And the moment she was just like, he was me mugging with my friend, your guy friend, made a difference, came and sat down, I already knew it was gonna be some issue. I already knew. The moment he came up on that foolishness, I would have been done. Asking me to buy you a drink? Honey, I believe in equal rights, equality. I believe in that. However, I'm still in some gender roles. Don't do that. I ain't gonna buy you a drink. That's hilarious. You buy me a drink. I don't care if it is $5. You know what I can get with $5? It's Monday. I can get me a pizza at Domino's. Not me over here advertising for them. Fuck Domino's. But no, I'm a loyal fan. I'm a loyal customer. Fuck with Domino's, bro. Fuck with Domino's. We fuck with Domino's. I was about to say Little Caesars, but they done got brand new since the NFL. Ain't nobody got time for Little Caesars. You can't get nothing there for $5. Maybe some dipping sauce. Don't nobody want that. But yeah, no, friend. I would have been like, are you serious? Are you dumb? And in fact, I'd be like, why are you talking to me? I love throwing that out. I love throwing that out. Like, why are you talking to me? Why do you feel like you can talk to me? No, you can't. You can't. So why are you? Don't. Girl, I would have been already, the moment he started blowing up my phone, I wouldn't have been unresponsive real quick. I would have felt nothing for that. Like, no, you could blow. No, I wouldn't even. The thing is, he wouldn't even have my phone number because I don't get my phone number until after I meet somebody, and not that same day. It got to be like, okay, we done met maybe a week later. I think about it like, okay, we done met. You done kept up the conversation, acting good behavior for a whole week. Now you can have my number. He would not have my number, bro. Girl, he asking for $35. Well, actually $30 because he wanted you to buy him a $5 beer, which I think you did. I'm with a friend. Why am I paying you back, sir? You just wasted my time. You just showed your whole entire. That's what you're paying for showing your whole entire up in public. Cause what? You wilding out. He would not get no money from me. Cause I'd be like, oh, that's hilarious. I wouldn't even be talking to him. No conversation. I was just watching some of these YouTube females that be telling story times, and it just be like, dang, why am I watching this? Because it's like they don't know their self-worth. And I understand it's not their fault. They didn't have a mother like me who just is she's an Aries, bruh. That says enough. She ain't never took nobody's no man. She's the catcher. She knows this, bro. She's an Aries female, bro. So I was raised on that. Like, know your worth. Raised on that. Don't settle for less. My mom be like, yeah, you acting like a low-key gold digger. Because it's just like, no, I know my worth. So if you ain't gonna do this and that, what are we doing? Y'all remember I just told you about one of my ex-girlfriends. She knew she did something wrong. She knew she had to come up on some money. Got me a tablet. Like, no. That's money is my love language. That's how I know you love me. You gonna spend some money. If I love you, I'm gonna spend some money on you. Like, what? What's going on, girl? Bye. Talk my head and came up to your job. I wish the mother freaker would. Ain't no freaking way. She's talking about, when you get to know somebody, you tell them where you work. No, I ain't never did that. Never. You don't know my occupation. Yeah, I'm a lab tech. I'm not gonna straight out directly just tell you where I work at, the location. So yeah, no, that's crazy to me. Be safe out there. Know your self-worth. First of all, don't take no bullshit from nobody. Okay, cool, got it.
All right, y'all. So basically, this how I found out. My dad never sit me down and talked to me about this, but I found out on my own because growing up, he was in one of these famous New Orleans movies, like If You Know, You Know. And then on the movie, he was acting like feminine. So that had me thinking then, because I've been saw it since I was younger. I was like, wait, like, is this him for real? And then, like, now I'm 21, so of course I know, but I never.
What just happened?
All right, y'all, this is part 2, and I'm gonna make it quick. It probably is the last part because it ain't really much to the story, but the movie that he was in is called The Block Party, and my daddy name is Vakaridu, and y'all can go look him up. He is the original starter of the got, like, so y'all go look it up. But anyways, yeah, so he also is a bounce rapper. He do like bounce songs. He do shows like dancing and like twerking and stuff like that. So that all was clues as to how I knew that my dad was gay. And my mom is also gay. So if you guys want to know a story time on how it was for me growing up, excuse my baby in the back, growing up with two gay parents, just let me know. They weren't together. All right, y'all. So this is my dad, and this is like one of his album covers.
Well, word on the street is that you jealous because I got your man.
What? Yeah, fucking right.
But anyway, if she didn't, I know I was.
Fuck you, Robin.
And that's Miss Robin for you, bitch.
Robin? Yeah. I know. Robin, what?
Yeah, that bitch done got his titties and shit off. Bruh. I have seen him before. I feel like I've seen that movie. You remember back in the day where they used to have those movies, those bootleg movies in the little paper sleeve. It's like the paper and a little plastic, little bit. I think I've seen it before because I was just like, you just gonna out your daddy? But I guess he outed himself, bruh. Because I'm just like, he a rapper, but if he a bounce rapper, okay, girl. I kind of want to know more about this because I love that. Like you see, like sometimes you see like feminine men with masculine women, and it's just like, yes, I want to see this. I want to see this on TV. Like I want to be inside their life, just be a fly on the wall, just to see their dynamics because that is so cute to me. It's just like, oh, that's really cute. So yeah, I would love to hear more stories about that because some people make pacts like, yeah, I want kids. But, I want kids, but I want to have kids with somebody that I know is going to be there, So yeah, I love that. I thought it was going to be some other. When I saw that title, I was just like, what is this about to be? Is this about to be a DL story? Oh, okay, it's not. Okay, cool.
Since I'm sitting in traffic, let me tell you about the first worst date I've ever been on. This took place last July. So I'm out here on Hinge because I'm feeling like, ooh, I'm ready to date. I've healed, yada, yada, yada. So I matched with this guy on Hinge. He's tall, he's cute, he's got some muscle on him. I love a man with some muscle because I'm a personal trainer. Anyways, we get to chit-chatting. He's talking a little bit. We're talking about our hobbies. This is very important. He tells me how he likes to cook. He does things outdoors, enjoys working out. So we decide to set a planned date to grab drinks. He offers to pick me up for the first date. So I gave him an address of a restaurant that's near my house. I lived at West Loop at the time. So plenty of restaurants to choose from. When I tell you this man showed up, he texts me saying, hey, I'm outside in the black shirt. I step out. There was one person outside standing that was tall in the black shirt. Man did not tell me he had a hair transplant done. So there's this guy looking like Sid from Toy Story by the restaurant. Physically, I'm like, oh no. But everyone keeps telling me, Adriana, you gotta give him a chance. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a chance. I can understand he's maybe a little self-conscious. Didn't want to mention he got a hairline done. Girls wear extensions. You know, good for you, boy. Get your hairline done. Well, your hair transplant done. And this hair plant looked fresh. And I'm saying about 2 to 3 weeks fresh. We see each other, we walk towards each other, we go in for that half hug. Like, hi, how are you? Home slice. Oh my God. Holds my back when I'm trying to pull away. It holds in place and then looks me in the eyes. I'm 5'5". This motherfucker was 6'3" and says, you look beautiful. Fucking yikes. My anxiety started going up. I'm like, do I turn back around? Do I go home? I'm like, this is a little weird, but I'm committed. Let's go in for the plot. Maybe he just lacks social cues. So anyways, I get in the car. We're driving to the restaurant/bar rooftop that we're going to. And I notice he's got his GPS on. I'm like, honey, you said you're from Chicago. Why is there GPS on? He's like, oh no, I'm actually from the suburbs. Aurora to be exact. Sir, you drove about 2 hours? But not only that, you lied on the app on what your location was? And he's like, you have a car, right? I'm like, yeah, I do. But in my head, I'm like, hell no, I'm not driving out there. It's going to be quicker for me to get to New Orleans on a flight than it is for me to drive out to the suburbs. So we finally get to this place. It is wonderful. We now go upstairs and we walk outside and see, because it's open seating, there's nothing there. So we go inside and see there's like a little table with 4 seats. So 2 on one side, 2 on the other. I'm like, cool, let's just grab that. And in my head, I'm already like, I'm just going to do 1 drink, share an appetizer. I'm dipping. So he go ahead and opens up his hand like, oh, go ahead, choose a first seat. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. He's letting me choose what side I am on. If there's one thing, you do not take the girl's seat. You do not take the girl's seat. I hate when a man just goes ahead and sits with his back towards the wall and then my back is exposed. Like, sir, what am I supposed to do with my purse? Anyways, I sit in and then he proceeds to sit right next to me. Now we're like this close to each other at the goddamn table. I'm like, if I had a heart rate monitor at the time, you just see that thing skyrocket all the way up. My anxiety, too close to home. I'm not a touchy person, especially if I don't know you. Maybe down the line, if we're dating for quite a couple months, you can sit next to me. But right now, So I'm like, Jesus Christ, all right, I'm just going to do one cocktail. It's one cocktail. So we're sitting at the table, now we get to talking. We're just talking about some of the things that we talked about on app. Oh, what do you do for work? Blah, blah, blah. Here's one of the main points. In one of the conversations had, he talked about how he likes to cook. I like to cook. And I'm like, oh, so you said you like to cook. He's like, actually, I don't know how to cook except for eggs and oatmeal. What? And he says, well, do you know how to cook? Like, what have you cooked recently? I'm like, bro, I made red wine reduction for my goddamn steak. Then this man proceeds to tell me that his hobbies are playing disc golf. I had no idea what the hell disc golf was at the time. I had to ask a friend later on. 2, he says he likes to make his own puzzles. Now, I don't mean sitting down and doing puzzles. I mean he likes to actually make his own, like cutting it out with a little scalpel, making pieces so him and his friends could sit down and put it together. He also liked to tell me he does mystery dinners quite often with his friends. And I shit you not. Yeah, I like playing as an actor, and they're like, oh, like I am one of the villains. That so people could think that I'm one of the people, but really I'm not. I'm not the person who created a murder, and it's like so much fun. Like, I guess a mystery dinner once in a while for funsies, but for this to be a regular thing, and you lied about not knowing how to cook, oh, we're getting into it. So I tell this man a little bit about my hobbies, like my gardening, my cooking, my painting, and I talk about how I'm a personal trainer and I enjoy lifting and exercising at the gym. He's like, oh yeah, I used to work out. And mind you, I noticed this because he looks a lot skinnier than he did in his pictures. But I gave up working out so I could take lightsaber classes. Then proceeds to explain to me how I could make an at-home lightsaber using a flashlight. I feel like I've been completely gaslit from what was happening onto the apps to what's happening right now. And in my head, I could not wait to get out any faster. Alright, this is getting super long. I'm gonna do a part 2. So part 2 of one of the worst dates I've ever went on. If you haven't seen it, go to part 1. But here's a quick recap. Home Slice had a hair transplant, showed up looking like Sid from Toy Story. No forewarning beforehand. Lied about where he lived. Lied about his hobbies. Said he knows how to cook, enjoys cooking. Turns out he only knows how to boil eggs and make oatmeal. Second off, he showed pictures of him with having some muscle at the gym. Turns out he gave up working out so he could take on lightsaber classes. Anyways, let's keep going. So at this point of the day, I'm just like, I do not want to be here. Like, I need to get out. This is not the person I match with and chat with on the apps. This is someone completely different. At this point, I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, I need to head out early. I do wake up early, which is not a lie. I do wake up early. And I go to bed relatively early. Latest I go to bed is usually 10 p.m. And he's like, oh, how early do you wake up? I'm like, well, I wake up between 4:30 in the morning and 6 a.m. depending when I have my first client. But normally, even on my days off, I wake up around 6, 7, 8 o'clock a.m. is considered sleeping in for me. Also, like giving myself extra time to kind of have a nice slow morning to get ready for my clients, like make myself breakfast, put my workout outfit in my gym bag, run through everything in a day. And he's like, oh no, I don't wake up that early. I think the earliest I wake up is like 9, and like I have this small little trampoline in my room that I like to jump on to get my day started. You're telling me a 6'3" man has a tiny trampoline, like those little miniature kid-sized one, in his bedroom that he jumps up and down on every single morning to get his day started? God is playing jokes on me at this point. And I verbatim told him, that's a choice. Anyways, at this point, we're wrapping up the drinks into one appetizer, and we're heading out of this place. And it's along the Chicago Riverwalk. And as we're exiting the building, he's like, oh, let's go to the Riverwalk. I've never been there before. And in my head, I'm like, fuck it. If this suburb boy has never been by the Riverwalk, let's go ahead and just do a quick Riverwalk. At least he'll get something out of this experience. So now as we're walking towards the river and going across the street, Home Slice tries grabbing my hand. I pull that around, and I had a jacket on me, and I just wrapped it around. I'm like, I did it very smoothly though. I just didn't like rip it out. I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna hold my jacket and just walk with my arms crossed all the way down to the river. And as we're going down the stairs of the river, he's like, oh, what's like the worst date you've been on? In my head, I'm like, this one? But I'm like, okay, let's see, this guy's gonna pick up some goddamn social cues. So I just told him a story about how I went on a date and this guy was like, after a few drinks, was super touchy. And I don't like people touching me. You think you get the hint. Don't touch me. I don't know you. Why are you trying to hold my hand? No, that's couple shit. I don't know you. You're not my boyfriend. We're not a couple. We're not in a relationship. Don't hold my hand. So he's like, oh, okay. What about you? What's your worst date story? He tells me about a story how he went to meet a girl at a bar and was there for like 2 minutes. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, my brother's coming to get me. And pretty much her brother came and got her and left the bar after like 2 to 5 minutes. Yeah, I understand based on like how this date's going. Good for you, girly pop. Whoever that girl was that called her brother over. I mean, I wish my brother lived closer. That way I'd call him like, hey, come get me. But I was texting my girlfriends. I'm like, this is horrible. Also forgot to mention I was dealing with allergies, so I had a dry cough. So that was also my second to go to. I'm like, okay, we're just going to walk down the river. Then I'm going to leave because dry cough, could barely talk. And I got to be up early in the morning. So we're walking a little bit down the river. He's like, oh, do you want to grab a seat somewhere and just kind of look at the water? I'm like, sure, let's go ahead, look at the water. Again, Home Slice's first time ever being by a Chicago river, so might as well make it enjoyable for him to an extent. So we sit at this like bench, like a picnic bench, and I sit on one side. Again, Home Slice decides to sit next to me. Now we're like this. I'm like, I'm not about to be talking to you like that. And I just look at him and go like, do you have some kind of problem with sitting across from people? He's like, no, I just think it's easier to hear. I'm like, no, sit on the other side. This is extremely uncomfortable for you to be sitting next to me. He tried rebuttaling with some shit, and I'm like, listen, I got a kink in my neck. I'm not looking at you. Go on the other side. And so he did go on the other side. I had my hands just like on the bench and just kind of telling him like, yeah, I need to go to bed early. Have to wake up and do stuff tomorrow. As I'm talking, I could see his hands in peripheral view, like down below, sliding to grab my hands. And I quickly tucked my hands and put on my lap. Like, sir, I just told you, I don't like people touching me, especially when I don't know them. And you're gonna bypass all that as if you're some kind of exemption? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No respect for boundaries. At that point, I'm just like, you know what? It's late. I'm going home. Again, just told you I gotta be up early. I like to go to bed early. I'm dealing with allergies. Time for me to leave. So, Ubered back home. Heard from him a couple of times. I ignored him. And then finally, he's like, oh, he knew like my birthday was coming up because he talked about like, oh yeah, like my birthday's coming up. He's like, so what are your plans this weekend? Where are you celebrating your birthday? Based on how this date is going, I don't want you showing up anywhere I'm at. So I just wrote to him like, listen, great meeting you. We're not a match. We're not compatible. We don't have enough things in common. To which he responds, well, I'm actually on my way to Colorado right now. And you know, I usually go here snowboarding. You never mentioned snowboarding as one of your hobbies. And two, the only reason you wrote that is because you know on my Hinge profile, I had a picture of me snowboarding because I do go snowboarding whenever I have a chance. Oh, and did I mention that on the way to the date, like in his car, he's talking about how he cannot wait to have children and be a dad and get the #1 dad trophy. And then when I asked him, it was like, oh, do you know anything about childcare? Like what a woman goes through pregnancy and like what labor is like. He's like, no, I just really want like those cute little trophies and like play with the kids. I'm like, oh, so you want a participation trophy? Oh, yep, that's the end of one of the worst dates I ever went on. Still takes #1, but there's close to. There's 2 different dates that are close to.
What have I told y'all about doing stuff for the plot? It's not worth it. You wasting your time. You over here like, oh, this is gonna be some entertainment. And then waste your time. What are we doing? No! Let's stop doing stuff for the plot. If you gonna do something for the plot, go be a mathematician. Go on. At least you can make some money from it. Might even win an award or 2 because you didn't solve some impossible equations, honey. I used to want to be a mathematician. I was really good. I'm still good at math. Back in the day, it was like, girl. But yeah, no, friend, the moment he pulled up and he looking like that, it would have been done. I would not have got in his car. Like, that's really crazy to me. Y'all be brave out here or stupid. I don't know which one it is. But don't get in nobody's car that you don't know, honey. Your mama didn't teach you that? Your parents didn't teach you? Oh, okay. But no, friend, I would not have gotten in the car if I was doing it for the plot, as y'all say. I would have drove my car. I would have been like, hey, so I'm gonna drive my car so I can leave. I don't have to get an Uber. I can leave in my own car, my own one accord. Like, girl, bye. No, I couldn't do that. And the fact that he lied about stuff, like, you don't cook. You lost weight, so you catfishing on the app. And they're just like, oh, they ain't really catfishing. No, that's catfishing. If you don't look like how you look like in real life, bro, that's catfishing. If you put pictures up and you a size 3, and then I get on a date and you a size 15, I mean, granted, that's better for me. I appreciate that. If you a size 3, I wouldn't even be on a date with you. But that is catfishing. You need to prepare people. I need to know what you gonna look like. You got hair on here. Well, that's different because with women, one day they'll have hair, one day they all have hair. You like, you mean switching up. I love a girl that can switch it up. So yeah, friend, no, I would not. No, you lying about stuff, catfishing. Why? For why? You lying about cooking and trying to make it seem like you want me to cook? Make it seem like you want kids with me? Like, why are we talking about kids on the first date? That's weird. And I understand there's stuff you need to talk about to get you, make sure you're not wasting your time and you're compatible and stuff. But I don't want to talk about that on the first date. Well, the talking stage, yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah. But on the first date, let's keep it light. And why are we repeating stuff that we've already talked about? I don't like that. Why am I repeating myself? No. The fact that she was ready to go and decided that, oh yeah, I'm gonna just walk the river or whatever so he can see it for him. Why are we still doing stuff for him? Let's think about us right now. Like, you ready to go. Lego. But yeah, friend, no, that was interesting. I need for y'all to stop doing stuff for the plot. Stop trying to save anybody's feelings. How you feel is important and it is valid. So let's work. Let's move like that. Let's move like that, okay?
Alrighty, y'all. This is the craziest shit that's happened to me to date. And I've lived 28 years on this earth. Okay, so let me get into it. So basically, I was talking to this person for like a month. Talking to them every day, texting, calling, seeing them, all the things, right? Okay, cool, bet. So, whatever, they went out of town, they came back, they're like, I want to see you, blah, 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 I'm going to come over. They come over last night, not last night, it was like 2 nights ago, but either way, that's not important. They come over, and they're like, whatever, we were hanging out, chilling, blah, 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 doing whatever. So then they end up leaving, and then they're like, they text me after, like, hey, babe, like, it's great. I loved hanging out with you. I love every minute I spent with you. It's so amazing. This, that, and the third. Mind you, when they were here, they're talking about our kids, our this, our that. Like, I told this person that I was moving out of the country because the political climate is a little bit insane and it's scaring me. And they said, when are we leaving? Anyways, so I found out later that's love bombing. But back to the story. So, like, they leave, whatever, get good night text like normal, like it's been for the last month. Talking about good night, baby, sweet dreams. I had already fallen asleep, so I didn't see it until I woke up in the morning. For whatever reason, I woke up at 3 a.m. and my phone was dead. I was like, weird, plugged it in, went back to sleep. Woke up at 5 a.m. I don't know why. I don't freaking know why. The whole time I was talking to this person, I was waking up at 5 a.m. It was weird. It was weird. I am a person that can sleep. I can nap. I usually sleep in. I sleep until like 7. And I was waking up at 5, no alarm, unprovoked. Either way, back to the story. So, literally, I get a text at 4:30 in the morning talking about, hey there, this is a situation, just so you know, like, I just found out about you, now you know about me, I'm like, girl, that is all you, like, I told this person while we were hanging out, I was like, I don't fuck with cheaters. Like, I got cheated on. I don't like it. I don't even look in people's direction if they're in a relationship. And like, I should have known when they like, when I said that. And like, I didn't think anything of it at the time because I don't know. I'm thinking if I'm being honest with someone, they're being honest with me, right? Right. Okay, cool. Bet. So then back to it. She said all the things. So then I call my friend and I'm like, what should I do? Because I've been in a relationship with someone like this before, and I know that they're gonna fucking lie. So they're like, send a screenshot. And I'm like, I did that with the last person, and they fucking had time to lie. So I'm not doing that. So then I end up, he's like, girl, just text like normal. And I was like, okay, bet. I text, good morning, like, hope you slept good. Like, not doing too much because, like, I just got a text talking about you in a relationship. So I like, good morning, whatever. And then I text the girlfriend, and I'm like, girl, I don't know. Clearly, I don't know them, and I don't know you, but I know you deserve better. And then she replies to me, and she says, what I deserve is for you to stop texting their phone. I was like, oh, that's how it is. And then the other one texted me talking about, I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Can't do this no more. Bet. Cool. I clicked on the messages because I have my read receipts on. I clicked seen. Boom, boom, opened. Delete, blocked. Like, what? Y'all not about to stress me out on my phone. So then, okay, this was yesterday. Today, mind you, the only social media I have is this account on TikTok and Snapchat. So I literally opened up my Snapchat today because I have my best friend that I'm on there with, and we have a streak and da-da-da. But like, Snapchat likes to send little notifications for like people you should add. So I'm like, interesting. So I see a little notification pop up, and I always just click on it to click away, like to get rid of the notification. But this time I was like, let me see who the fuck it's saying that I should add. When I tell you it was the girlfriend, I was like, so now I need to know, is she looking for me, or is that just because she was in my phone the other day? Because she was never in my contacts. Let me tell you that. And yeah, this is weird. Like, is she plotting on me? Is she trying to find me? Like, this is literally the only social media. If she finds this, like, girl, do better, because that little bitch ain't worth it. He's not worth it. Like, what the fuck? Either way, I tried to tell her she deserved better, but she didn't want to fucking listen to me. So either way, now y'all deserve each other. And then I sent it to my little group chat. I was like, y'all, why are they both popping up in my Snapchat, like, of people I should add? One of my friends says, not you making the relationship more spicy and more exciting. I'm like, girl, I should start a fucking business with this shit. Like, I spiced up your relationship. Like, that's actually so sad. And I really hope this girl leaves her because, girl, like, stand up. That's what I always, like, I feel like I'm a girl, and I'm like, girl, stand up. Like, I don't want to see you do, like, at the end of the day, I want to see everybody do well, you know? So, like, don't, you know, if you're gonna cheat, don't go back. Like, just cheat and leave, or break up with them and then get with the person. But, like, no. So let me know if you have any advice on what I should do, because I've already blocked both of them. But I'm like, do I need to worry about my safety? Do I need to worry about, like, if they're gonna pop up on me? Because at the end of the day, she does have my address technically. So, like, and she knows security that I got in my house. I'm so stressed. Now I'm even more stressed. But yeah, so that's how my week is going. How's your week going?
Girl, my week just started. It's going good, girl. Going good. You know when you listen to somebody's story, you're just like, don't be dumb. But bruh, she looked like her daddy. You know what I'm saying? You know those people that look like they parents? It's just like, it's some guys that be like, I know you look like your mama. I know you do. Put a wig on him. He look just like his mama. She look just like her daddy. Her and her brothers look just like her daddy. I don't even know if she has siblings, but that's what she looked like. Girl, what in the world? What is going on? The love bombing. I don't know. I just feel like back in the day, I was on my I could tell you. And I would be like, yeah, I'm going to entertain this. But I don't know about now. Now, it seems like when they love bomb you, something is going on. And then it's just like, if they not in your face, something is going on. Like, it's just like, just always think that something's going on. But girl, no, he was doing too much. He was too clingy. The moment you realize that he was in a relationship, you got that, oh, the other woman text, Barbara to Shirley, this is Barbara text. That should have been it. Like, girl, my bad. I didn't know he was in a relationship. Did it. Like, you even need to message back to her. Just, that's it. That's all. So the fact that you was just like, what can I do now? Should I send her screenshots? No, don't do that. Cause she know he cheating. He been cheating for a while. He cheated before. She ain't gonna leave. So you showing proof is not gonna make her leave. Like, no, she just wants you to stop talking. Cause apparently they always think that the female's the problem, not the dude, the female. So no, you shouldn't have sent no screenshots. You should have not have texted him back. Cause how you think she know? How you think she texted you? Did I hear that right? I just recalled it in my head. I'm trying to make sure I wasn't making that up. But she was just like, was that on Instagram? No, she said she only has two, TikTok and Snapchat. And she don't have the TikTok. She saw her suggestion on Snapchat. Why would she try to figure out how she was suggested on Snapchat if she texts her? That's why she was suggested. Because she texts you. And Snapchat no. Snapchat know who up in your phone. Girl, wow, I'm mad she got me. She got me. I went through that. You went through it with me, though. You probably already knew, like, bitch, what you mean? Huh? But no, friend, that's what it was. You should have blocked him immediately. Blocked her, too. Just had nothing else to do with neither one of them ever again. Girl, She over trying to see what you looking like for real. For real. That's why she was on your Snapchat. She thought that you were just the type of female that just add everybody on Snapchat. I used to be that female in college. Just add everybody. She was going to see you and be stalking you and make sure you wasn't on her man anymore. That is crazy, friend. But no, I'm not, no, I'm not trying to spice up nobody's relationship right now. I'm not a unicorn right now. No pineapples on me, honey. No pineapples. These are sunflowers, I think. But yeah, like this video, follow all the creators, and subscribe. Oh, it's over here. Subscribe. Don't look at my fingernail. Don't look at my fingernail. I was eating pistachios. Broke all my fingernails on my right hand side, and I haven't clipped them yet. I just got out the shower. Be patient. Be patient.